Hey, good afternoon. My name is Darren Bodine, and I sure appreciate you checking out this video. If you don't know, this is my numero uno, number one video I have ever made. So this is basically going to be some videos or a channel about record collecting. So all you vinyl geeks, nerds, music lovers in general, who just like to talk about cool records and music, that's what we're here for. In the background, listening to the Lost in Translation soundtrack on some glorious violet vinyl. If you haven't heard that, it's fantastic. Picked that up on Record Store Day last year. But the purpose of this video is it's for the Noble Records 7,000 subscription contest. So Dylan, if you have not checked out his channel, just search Noble Records. I want to say thanks to Dylan. I've learned so much about different genres of music, vinyl pressings, just a lot of cool things on his channel, and I wanted to say thanks again. You are an inspiration. You're doing more than building a business. It's really building a community of people who like to get together and talk about music. So thanks again, and congratulations on 7,000 subscribers. Well done, my friend. A little bit about myself. I'm here in Central Illinois. I started collecting records again about 5 years ago. Really have just loved music since I was a kid. I can remember my very first 45 that I bought, and it brings me joy to listen to music and to find and collect records. So I do get to travel quite a bit for my job, so the nice thing about that is that I get to get out and experience and find new record stores and just see what's going on and find enjoy the search for new and records that I may not have. So but to begin with on Dylan's 7 questions or 8 questions I think there are, I'm going to start out with the best finds ever. And right out of the chute, we're going to go with Foo Fighters. And this is the first record they put out, the self-titled debut album. Basically, Dave Grohl, from what I understand, wrote and recorded this album in about 7 days. And this is on that Roswell Records label. Found this a couple weeks ago from a local store that I just love, but hits like Big Me and I'll Stick Around. And speaking of sticking around, there will be more about the Foo Fighters later because I love them. Second one, and this isn't necessarily a super valuable record or anything, but Depeche Mode, Violator, another one of my favorite finds, and this was recent as well. I was at a record store that basically has a lot of used classic records. I wouldn't expect to find this album in there, but this thing is mint cleaned, and it was sitting in a pile of records that had just come in, and I think he was just asking like $15 or $16 for it, and I'm like, I got to have that. Love that album, and just glad to have it. Finally, boom, the Finchley Boys. Everlasting Tribute on this super cool Golden Throat is the name of this label. If you haven't heard of the Finchley Boys, you need to check them out. They are actually a local band from Champaign, Illinois. I think this is from 1972. Just psychedelic blues, grungy guitars. I found it at a local shop, hadn't heard of them and didn't realize all the history that was behind this band. And they were, kind of a big deal back in the day. So it's a hard to find record. This was sealed and unopened, so I had to have it. And check them out. There's some great stuff on here. The Finchley Boys. Okay, best song ever written. And I know, Dylan, you've taken some grief from that question because how do you answer that? And I have the answer. So there is a definitive answer, and it is right there, Rick Astley, and Never Gonna Give You Up, right? I mean, it had his own thing, the whole Rickroll deal. That's just how amazing that song is. And this is like almost a brand new mint pressing that I have of Rick Astley. If I'm gonna be more upfront and honest with you, one of my favorite songs is written by Jason Isbell during his time with the Drive-By Truckers on the album Decoration Day, and the song is Outfit. Outfit is just a classic storytelling song, which is it's a killer song on a killer album by a killer band that was really in their prime, I think, on this record. So check out Jason Isbell, the Truckers, Outfit. Moving on. How do you keep track of your record collection? Well, really what happens, it's kind of a detailed process I go through. I go to the record store, I pick out a couple things, not sure if I have them or not. I come home and I realize that I've got 3 other copies that are probably in better shape than the one I bought. But seriously, what I have been doing is the whole Discogs thing, and keeping track of things on Discogs as best as I can. I don't get too detailed, but it is kind of nice to have it when you're shopping. The other thing is I'm on Instagram, and I do like to post pictures and videos of the records, especially the ones that I really think are nice finds, or I enjoy photography, so taking pictures of a really cool looking record. Check me out on Instagram, ding, Darren Bodine, at Darren Bodine, if you want to give me a follow. One record I would never sell, and I'm gonna actually show you 2, and neither one of these are rare, but it's more about why I have them and why I would never sell them. First one, John Bellion, and the name of this album is Glory Sound Prep. And if you haven't heard of John Bellion, again, give him a listen, check it out. John's kind of rapper, hip hop, very melodic. It's just very fun music, I think. There's a lot of just kind of, positivity to a lot of his music. And the reason I would never sell this record is because I was shopping with my son, who's just started to get into records, and I was recommending music to him. He recommended this album to me. So I bought it, sight unseen, and never heard it, and just loved it. It's on a nice, gorgeous blue vinyl as well. John Bellion, picked this up at Grimey's in Nashville. If you're ever there in Nashville, go check out Grimey's, great store. Second record I would never sell, Goo Goo Dolls, Dizzy Up the Girl. Again, not a rare record, but for my 50th birthday, my wife took me to go see the Goo Goo Dolls. We had a fantastic dinner, stayed at a great hotel. It was just an amazing night. And I picked this up as a kind of memorabilia, or just a memorial of that night. And so it's kind of important to me, and I love the Goo Goo Dolls. Iris is on here, a lot of the other hits. It's a fantastic, just pop record. So Goo Goo Dolls. Next, my favorite music documentary, back to the Foo Fighters. If you haven't seen Sonic Highways, I believe that was on HBO, I think. Sonic Highways is basically showing the Foo Fighters writing and recording their music from different cities. So they would go to New Orleans and learn about the city and write a song and record it. And they usually went to a historic recording studio, and it was just really fun to see their process, kind of go behind the scenes. And it was also really interesting to learn about the different studios where they were recording. So Foo Fighters, Sonic Highways, highly recommend that. Favorite record I've received as a gift, Ben Folds, So There. My wife gave me this as a birthday present, and it means a ton to me because she's not necessarily into records and his music as much as I am, but she knows that I like Ben Folds, and a lot of his music's really I just love it. So I hadn't heard this one, I hadn't asked for it, but she picked it up knowing that she thought I would like it, and I just love it. This has really 2 parts of this album. There's some regular pop, piano rock that Ben's known for, and then there's some symphonic music that comes in later that's completely different. But the other thing that's nice about this record is it sounds amazing. It's a really great sounding pressing, and I love it. So Moving on, my next question is the listening ritual. Really don't have much of one. This is my music room up here. I come up, find something I want to listen to. I've got a super ugly couch right here. I have over here is my drum set. I'm a drummer, so sometimes I'll come up and play music. But one of the things I do like to do is I'll sit down and put on an album I just bought or something I want to listen to, and I'll clean records. There's something, I don't know, very therapeutic, or it's just nice when you clean a record and you just get that feeling of accomplishment, or like, I don't know, it's very satisfying for me to clean a record, which I know sounds silly and is simple. But anyway, that's it for me. This wasn't as bad as I thought. First video down. Dylan, keep doing your thing. I sure appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time. Thanks. Bye.